What up, tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on draftmancer.com. We're going to change things up a little bit and do some more of this team vintage cube. So thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/numot for all your magic card needs. We have some 4v4 team vintage cube action. The teams are LSV, Tom Martell, Eco Baronin, and Karate Dom versus Io, myself, Pete, and Xantos. Our pick one, pack one does not appear to be amazing, but it's solid. I've got a Grim Monolith here as one of my favorite first picks out of this pack. Jite's always decent. Dak Faden's good. Snapcaster Mage is good. There's a Griston here as well. I think I lean towards just taking the good brown artifact ramp. Not quite as good as Mana Vault, but I think Grim Monolith is still a pretty easy choice here, and it keeps us open, you know? I like doing the artifact thing. So let's take the Monolith and see what we can get past. Some decent ones here. All right, looks like they've updated the arts on some of these cards. So remember, talismans are in this cube now as opposed to the signets. Let's see, we have a Fractured Identity. Always a solid choice. There is a Mana Leak, just a good old counter. Skyclave Apparition, pretty good. This is one of the newer includes. I haven't played in a couple weeks on this cube server, so they've changed up a bit. What does this one do? 7 mana, 7/7 that makes 7/1/1s when it dies. And then reveal the top 7, put any number of creatures and or lands from among them in your hand. Okay, so not a bad value green-white card. Also have some fun cards like the Echo of Aeons here. But we're not going to take Echo. We're probably supposed to take something like Fractured Identity or Mana Leak. The talismans are pretty whatever since they're both white and green and black. So let's take the Identity and go along with that. Okay, pretty good third pick as well. There is a Narset, always solid. Misty Rainforest, fantastic. There's a Palace Jailer here for stupid, sexy Monarch cards. Zurin Orb for the funsies. Some good aggro white cards otherwise beyond the Palace Jailer. I mean, I guess Palace Jailer is not even aggro. It's just a good value card, but like Porcelain Legionnaire, Adeline. There's a Cradle here, Hex Drinker. Lots of playables. Safe pick is going to be like Misty Rainforest or Palace Jailer. Kind of want to just take the Misty Rainforest, but I don't even know if that's right. Seems good though, right? You can't go wrong with a fetch, especially if it adds blue. And now we get this fourth pick. Sylvan Library is okay. Zagoth Triumph is okay. I mean, Brainstorm following Misty Rainforest is okay. This is not a very good pack. I'm not feeling this pack at all. I kind of want to just take the Tri-Land after taking the blue duel, or blue shock, not shock fetch. But maybe I just take Brainstorm. That seems fine. Is that crazy over Library or Triumph? Probably, but I'm a crazy fool. What is this garbage now? Bunch of big green things. This looks like a new include. The Ancient Stone Idol. Badlands. Yeesh. This pack is just not doing it for me. I'm just going to take the Badlands here. I'm hogging all the packs, so I don't want to be a slow fool. Toxic Deluge is always good. There's a Tree Speaker, Snuff Out, Night's Whisper. Oh, they added Icefang Coatl. I think I remember them adding some of the snow cards because you can just add snow lands to your deck instead of true regular basics. And I kind of want to just take the Plateau here. And again, stay open. That seems fine. Spellseeker could be good. There's a Breeding Pool here. Here's a green-black Talisman. This is the Initiative Graveyard Recursion card. Also a Mentor. I think the decks I run would prefer to just take the Spell Seeker here. Brazen. Oh, Oliphant. I think that was added in addition to like Lorien Revealed. Let's take the Brazen. Keep an eye on the white cards, though. It's very possible like some white aggro deck should be the thing we're drafting. Hullbreaker Horror or like a good Rex Sage. Could take the Thief of Sanity would be okay. There's a Zuran Orb that could come back around, and so we could like take Titania, but Luis is very, very high on taking Zuran Orb combo nonsense, so would not expect it to come back around. I do not like what I'm doing here, though. I think this is a pretty weak start. Maybe I just take like the Thief of Sanity. Yeah, this was the Zuran Orb pack, I think. We have the green-white Talisman I don't mind taking now on the wheel. Dream Halls is super fun. Somebody took the Echo of Aeons too. Oh, wait, no, this is the Echo pack, not the Zuran Orb pack, but I don't think we're getting the Zuran Orb back anyways. Guess just Damnation now? Sure, and some last few pickups that probably don't matter. I do like Inferno Titan a lot, but actually, I guess we could still be some kind of reanimator. Last pick, Tree Speaker. So nobody is in green, but I'm just taking Savai Triome there because it makes the most sense for us. Yeah. That was a really bad pack one. We are going to need to salvage with a bunch of power or strong cards otherwise. And we did not open power, but we did open a pseudo power adjacent in the form of Mana Crypt. So that's going to be the easy pick here. This unmarked grave looks like a new one they added. Search your library for a non-legendary card put into your graveyard. Okay. Lily, Tar Pit, Doretti, Strix. I mean, there's nothing here you're going to take over Mana Crypt, so kind of wish I had taken that Trinket Mage we saw in pack 1 now, but this is not good. We are going to need some major help. Splinter Twin? Okay. That leaves us open to some combo potential. There's a Rafine's Tower here that actually looks really good. What is this? This is the one of the newer Teferis. Treachery's in the pack. I'm going to take the Splinter Twin and see if I can go maybe find one of the combo pieces for super high upside. Ooh, there's a Luris here. No, I'm going to take Mystic Confluence. Yeah, we're going to lean into some blue control-y cards. Passing Brutality, Image, Rolling Earthquake is nuts. It's easy Confluence there for me. There's the Factor Fiction for the... Sorry, there's the Crucible of Worlds for the Zuran Orb player. But we look like we're just taking Factor Fiction or Ketria Triome here. Yeah, more good card draw. Subtlety, Mox Opal, Dragon Rage Channeler, Bauble. See, that Damnation's probably not going to be played. The Prowler's looking really bad here. Green-white Talisman's pretty weak. I think I'm just taking Opal or Subtlety, right? I bet you Subtlety's probably the better choice, but man, the upside of Opal's so good. Was that a Tundra? That is a Tundra, but that is also a Talisman of Dominance. But I think we're going more Jeskai now, aren't we? Oh, Tundra's so good here, but so is Talisman, especially after taking the Opal. Yeah, I'm going to take the Tundra. Because even if we don't end up splashing the Spell Queller, we're definitely going to be splashing the Fractured Identity, so it gives us a white source for the Rainforest to find. And perfect, there's a Zealous Conscripts, so we did find one of the Splinter Twin combo pieces. Obviously, got to snap that up while we can. Blue-white talisman. Holy hell yes. Ooh, sail into the west would also be really good for our deck because we're starting to pick up quite a few mana rocks, so some draw sevens would go a long way. But I think this is talisman into sail or over sail. Yeah. There's also a hard evidence there. Not great, not great. Wrath of God on the splash as well could be fine. Splash Duretti off of Badlands and Savai Triome, also not awful. Actually, Duretti might be even easier to cast than the Wrath of God. Let's do that. Get the Badlands back in. So we have Plateau, Tundra, Badlands, Savai Triome as well. Sadly, the fetch, the Misty only grabs Tundra right now. It doesn't grab Plateau, Badlands, or Savai, which makes it a little bit awkward. Do I have enough shuffle effects for Brainstorm? Not particularly. Oh my gosh, the Spellseeker only grabs Brainstorm right now. My hope is that we get like a balance in pack 3. Yeah, balance would be really good. Power would be nice, obviously. Um, am a little bit upset that I passed the sail into the west. Echo, whatever. I don't have too many ways to get that in the graveyard for free. But a time spiral or a time twister would be good. I'd probably end up running something like Memory Jar if we got it. What is this pack? Temple Garden. That lets us find a white source with Misty. I can already grab Tundra, though. And we have no reason for green, so maybe this is just like a Teferi. This Teferi's really, really weak in my experience, but might need to play it. Okay, Rolling Earthquake on the wheel is very good, though, and that's a nice tutor hit for Spellseeker. That's kind of a replacement for the Wrath that I passed. Welder could be good, but very unlikely. And last few pickups. Okay, we might run Flame Tongue. All right, on to pack number 3. We have opened Monolith into Mana Crypt, so let's just get one more upgrade on artifacts. How about a little Soul Ring or a Lotus, but I will take a Mox. It's just the natural progression, right? Pick one, pack one, Monolith. Pick one, pack 2, Mana Crypt. Pick one, pack 3, failure. Much failure, no power. Damn it. Cards we have for us. Caracas is always a very good pickup. Sheldock Isle, pretty safe. There is a Rogrin Triome, which is fantastic. Ancient Tomb can be okay. It's not great in our deck. We do have a lot of pips of color variety. Top is okay. Bleh. This is not the pack we want to see. Do I want to land or do I want to spell here? Because right now, minus the lands, I'm at like 17 spells. Mana Crypt I often count as a land, though, so kind of need to take a spell here. Duretti, maybe? God, am I going to first pick Duretti? I'm just going to take the Caracas. It's just so safe. There's a nice pack. Prismari Command, Sneak Attack, Looting, Probe. Otawara's great. Mastermind's good. Is it a little bit late to take the Sneak Attack and hope? Probably. so much upside there if it works out, but man, I just don't have the card draw really. Wonder if looting is like a right pick here, just so that we can dig to our combo pieces and whatnot. But I guess Prismari Command does something similar. Prismari Command, all the modes are relevant, actually. I'm going to just take that. Daze. I like a card like Daze, passing like a Rabble Master. Sure. Oh, we have the Devoted Druid for the Vizier of Remedies infinite combo, but we ain't going to be doing that, obviously. There's Blightsteel Colossus to go with the sneak attack. But the only issue with that is, of course, if they have any 2 toughness or greater to block, it doesn't kill them. Kolaghan's Command looks okay here. Forked Bolt is okay here. Kenrith is like okay here. Ay, 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 ay. I guess I'm just going to take the command. Talisman of Creativity, that's pretty good. Some blue-red ramp fixing, okay. Persist, Ugin, Worm Coil. Nah, that's an easy talisman. There's a Pestermite. Okay, and that gives us a second combo piece with the twin. Let's see, Shieldbreaker is fantastic in this format. There is a Chariot. Oh, Shinobi could be fun. Fire Covenant is also really strong. But I don't see how I'm going to pass the Pester. Wow, what a pack. Jeez, why are these all in one pack for us? Force of Negation, Torrential Gearhulk, Underground Sea, Cryptic, Spire Bluff, Urtai, all cards we want. I have quite a few good instants for Gearhulk already, but I'm supposed to probably take a card like Force. Oh gosh, I'm gonna wheel like Deathrite Shaman and none of the other cards I want. Man, I really want to take the Underground Sea too for good fixing, you know? Ugh, that's tough. I'm gonna take the Force. Wow, what a pack. Firebolt for some more cheap interaction. Another random tutor for not Pestermite, for a Spellseeker as well. That seems fine. Taiga on the wheel. What does that do for us? Let's Misty grab a red source. That's not irrelevant. Is it better than Duretti, though? Probably not. Do I have enough artifacts for Opal? I also don't know if that's good here anymore. All right, looting's a good pickup. Sorry, sneak attack. What if I just need to run like the Teferi? We're cutting the Brainstorm. Might have to cut the Opal. Spell Queller and Teferi can definitely come in if I want. We needed more counter magic. I passed that like mana leak, but I don't think we saw too many other counters. We took the Force in the Cryptic command pack, for example. There's the Vizier. We're not splashing that. Yay. This deck is mid-tier quality, I say. Does Kenrith make it better? Not really. I probably want to run the Spell Queller too, actually. Probably over the Duretti. Double White Judgment's really good, but it's a little bit hard to cast. It might just be better to cut all of the black, actually. Since we didn't get another fetch or whatever. And then instead just run like Teferi. Yeah, see, that last pick, Deathrite Shaman, as expected. Okay, that was not good. I'd say this deck is below average for sure. Maybe like a 3 or 4 out of 10. It can win games, but I don't think it's that good. We saw the Echo and we saw the Sail into the West. I regret not taking Sail into the West, but I mean at the time we took a really good card, right? So okay, let's export this over to Magic Online and we will go build it there and yeah, get to the matches. All right, here we are on Magic Online with the deck building. I think we're gonna end up with something akin to this. Decided to cut like the Duretti and just splash the Kolagom's command. Cut both Durettis, that is to say, and just splash the Kolagon's command. I don't think I want the Brainstorm or the Opal. I have like 5 artifacts, maybe 6 for the Opal, and not enough card draw, I think, to really utilize it. The Brainstorm's like okay. I have Misty to shuffle. I have like Looting, which kind of clears through it. I have Spellseeker, Foff, but it doesn't seem that good, and I'm not sure what I would cut for it. I guess I could cut Firebolt from the main. Or maybe I'm supposed to cut Flametongue Kavu from the main, actually, and run the Brainstorm. It could be okay, too. I could see doing that instead, and then bring in the Flametongue Kavu as necessary. Yeah, we'll roll something like this, and go off to our matches. Again, I don't think this deck is great. I think it's probably a little bit below average. But with good draws, I mean, we have combo capabilities and some strong cards otherwise. So we'll give it a shot. We'll go off to round 1 and hope we can take it down. All right, here we are for round 1 of this Team 4v4 Vintage Cube. We will be on the play versus Karate Dam here. This is most likely a hand I cannot keep, right? I don't have white. I don't have double blue. My first play is not until the end of turn 4. Way too slow. We'll go down to 6. And that's a fine looking 6er, I think. Let's pitch the Kolagon's command here, or the Faithless Looting. I guess the Looting's actually a little bit worse since we're on the play with a mulligan. Unless I drew nothing but lands. Not likely a card I want to have right now. Oh, turn 1 Library of Alexandria. Okay, well, that's not good. Indeed, that is quite bad. Into an Endatha Triome, sure. Discards a Wren and 6. Okay, Fact or Fiction was an amazing draw step for us, thankfully. Can get us a little bit of good value back. Oh, Wasteland now too, huh? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. At least we can Foff here. No black source. I'm probably just taking whatever pile has more cards. Yeah, I think we're going to take the Confluence and the Titan pile. It's kind of like drawing 2.5 cards as well, since the bolt goes to the graveyard. Okay, that does give us the 5th mana source, but still don't quite have access to black. Looks like Karate's probably on the lands deck. Might have gotten the Crucible of Worlds too. Wheel of Fortune. All right. Well, nothing I can do about that. Let's see. Should I go for the Pestermite end of turn? Look at those discards. What can I spell Seeker for? Looting now or Brainstorm? I guess that's probably worth it. And we might even just rip the twin and win, you know? Let's go for Faithless Looting here, since now we do indeed have all of the lands. Those aren't what we're looking for, though. Well, we can't win this turn anymore. So I don't have enough mana to draw the twin and do it. So I think we're just going to go land here, attack for 2, and pass. Okay. Land, maybe draw with library, yeah. Sylvan Caryatid, that's fine. Arbor Elf, that's fine. I think we're just flashing out the Brazen Borrower and putting pressure on. It's good. All right, let's start off with the Faithless Looting first. Holy smokies. 12 cards left in my deck. I mean, do I even need to kill the Arbor Elf? Not particularly. Let's see. I mean, it's probably good to kill the Arbor Elf, though. I guess what we can do here is draw 2, discard 2, and also make a treasure, though, instead. Wow. Impressively bad. Okay. Let's see, we can brainstorm fetch now. There's the twin. Put the 2 mountains back on top. Misty was 1 mana short of going for it there, but we almost hit. But we do have just on a flying clock, which is not the end of the world, right? Well, that's fine. Sure. Okay. Guess I should be doing this on my upkeep. Okay, we can go for it with Day's backup. Seems good. And if this doesn't resolve, then we can mana drain. And they have Arbor Elf available with a forest. So they're going to get a lot of extra mana here. So I think what I'm actually supposed to do is daze my own Splinter Twin. So that they don't get 4 extra mana next turn. Could also kill the tracker there, but... Alright, still have a 2-turn air clock. Elder Gargaroth. So we're going to need to find our fractured identity or something. We don't have many cards left in our deck, though. That will also work just fine. Aha, Spell Queller also makes that very safe. Because I can go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Earthquake for 5. Nice, and we'll take the first game. Okay, so lots of good information there that we can give all of our teammates. Remember, this is team draft, so you want to give your opponent or give your teammates information on what you're playing against. So green with Wasteland, Renin 6, Tinker. We didn't see too many artifacts to tinker away. Maybe why they're running the Revoker. Looks like Flame Tongue could be okay here. I suppose Duretti's a way to get rid of the Gargaroth. Maybe Kavu over Teferi? I guess Teferi seemed fine versus them as well, right? Maybe can just cut Talisman on the draw. The green-white Talisman. Something like that. Go off to game number 2. We don't have much of a sideboard, so a couple of cards here and there, maybe. How does that hand look? It needs a blue source really badly? Gosh, Mana Crypt hands are so tempting. We do have access to Kolagons, and I can always force. Okay, we'll give this one a shot on the draw. That's nice. Lead on Mountain here, though that means they can run into a daze. Or rather, they don't have to play around the daze. Sure. Oh, that's great. We can just Flame Tongue that right now. I should have played my island, because if they have Wasteland, they can blow up my Badlands, but oh well. Nice. They didn't. Flame Tongue Kavu with Splinter Twin is not awful, but you need to make sure that they have targets, right? Since this has hexproof, if I had used Splinter Twin on that, and then tried to make a token, I'd have to kill my own Flame Tongue. Kind of hilarious. Okay, well, they just drew for turn and passed. We are pretty happy to sit back on this Kolagons and Forest at this point. Resto, end of turn. That's fine. I'm surprised they didn't actually block unless they have a random Kiki or something. Chariot. I could just hold negation and go for Kolagons on that, but I'm guessing I probably should force it because the 2 tokens are going to be annoying. It's a good draw. Seems good. Very hard for them to run out too many creatures now. Wheel of Fortune. I guess we make them pay 1 for days. Not the best hits, but we can make work with this Faithless Looting, I suppose. Actually, no, that's great, because Rolling Earthquake kills them, right? Oh, they didn't even block, so we can just go for the Firebolt game plan. Bingo, bingo, bongo. All right, we will take the first match 1-0. Boom, baby. That's how we do it. Let's go off to round number 2. All right, on to round number 2. We're playing against LSV. He is on a blue-black control-y deck with a bunch of counter magic. So this is not going to be a good matchup for us. I'm almost tempted to keep this hand on the draw. I think it's probably fine to do. He has a bunch of counter magic, and he has a few ways to interact with hand as well. Him to Turok, Mesmeric Fiend. So I don't like my chances, is what I'm getting at. He also has Ancestral Recall, I think, in addition to either a Mox or a Mana Vault. I can't remember what it was exactly, but in any case, we are going to need to find a land here, or Crypt, next draw step. So I think I am supposed to him that. Sorry, force that, not him that. Because he just has, like, Ancestrals and whatnot, or if he goes and grabs Hand Disruption, that's so bad for me. Alright, well, we didn't draw a land, so that's obviously not good either. Well, sometimes you risk it for the biscuit, and you don't get there. Oh boy. Okay. Bribery. I have an Inferno Titan. Is this scoop worthy? I let him peek at my deck. He's gonna grab Inferno Titan for sure, right? That's my only good hit. I would need to draw a land. I would need to draw 2 mana sources in a row in order to go Talisman, Monolith, Fracture. I mean, I don't think it really matters if I give him a bunch of info here. All right. Inferno Titan it is. I'm going to take 3. I'm going to go to 17. I need to draw a land and then another land. So we have outs. It's not looking great. We need to hit runner. And if I just brick on land here, which we didn't, then we have a chance. Oh, I didn't. No, never mind. Grim Monolith is enough to cast the Fractured as long as it was an island. Never mind. There's a chance. We need him to not have counter magic now, and he knows I have the Fracture. He doesn't know about the days, though. I need him to have a 5 mana counter spell. I mean, no choice. I don't think this is resolving, but I have to do it. Yeah, No. Days. All right. Urtai, Remand, he has Cryptic, he has a few other things. So this is actually a matchup where bringing in Thief of Sanity also makes a lot of sense. Firebolt's good versus him. He has, like, Luris and stuff as well. I'm going to take out the green-white Talisman, I think. Okay, kept a sketchy hand. Hey, we would have been okay if I didn't miss on that many lands in a row. Feels like with the hand that he had. Be on the play here for game 2. Got the combo. Do not have a blue source or a way to ramp. I do have force available, but I don't think this is a keep. It's too slow. Well, this isn't particularly good, but it's not a mulligan, and we definitely don't want to put Inferno Titan back for fear of bribery again, of course. Oh, he also had an Entomb in his deck. I don't remember what... oh, and Scarab God. That's what it is. From the pictures. Yeah, I'm guessing that's just going to grab Ancestral, but who knows? I don't think I'm supposed to tap a land here. Oh, that's not Ancestral. Him? Him. All right. Let's fire it off the Pestermite. And hope that we untap and draw Twin. Okay, Black Source for Thief was also fine. If the Thief doesn't die and doesn't have a blocker, maybe there's a chance. Necromancy for... No! So it turns out had I put the Titan on the bottom, we would have been in a better spot. Oh, and of course, just Ancestral too. All right, well... who's favored here? What a very bad matchup this is. Hey, there's not much left in my deck. You can take my Zealous Conscripts. I shouldn't F6. Okay, Spell Seeker for a counter also is good. Yep, there's the Remand. So I'm going to need to draw Fractured Identity. I'm not going to pop the Misty because we have Brainstorm in the deck. That doesn't do it. All right, well, we're now 1-1 after getting brutally wrecked. And let's hope we can find a win in the last round. Go, go. Alrighty, here we are for the third and final of this Team 4v4 Vintage Cube Draft. We're playing against Eco here in the final round, who is on a black-white aggro deck, splashing for 4th Irelingus. Our hand is fine. Would love to draw a Mana Rock next turn. That is not a Mana Rock. So Rolling Earthquake is going to be our best card in this matchup. Go ahead and bounce the Giver of Runes end of turn, I think. Oh. In that case, I'll just bounce the Porcelain Legionnaire. Sure. That works for me. Debating if I want to Brainstorm. He also has an Orcish Bowmaster. I think we want to Brainstorm to try to hit a Mana Rock or something. That's kind of a brick. Let's see. I guess let's hide these 2 cards and draw the Prismari Command next turn. Nice. All right, this is really good for us because we can just blow up his world now. 2 damage to any target, blow up an artifact. Not sure why he keeps attacking with Giver of Runes, but maybe he thinks I just don't have much interaction. It's true. 2 chip damage is not irrelevant. Not gonna say it's particularly good. Ooh, a Jite now. Okay. So remember, now on his turn, everything costs one more, so it's gonna be better for me to cast Confluence now, or one of my other 5-mana spells. I think it makes sense to just bounce and draw 2, though. Right? Because if we hit a 6-land, we get to Inferno Titan. That's fine by me. Yeah, this has just got to be Inferno Titan. Even though he's going to get one little token, that's fine. If I could click on the numbers correctly, that'd be great. No Snuff Out mana yet, thankfully. And Inferno Titan is going to win it. Let's go. All right, so Flame Tongue definitely comes in. Don't have too much else. I mean, Doretti's pretty mid tier, I think. Teferi, honestly, pretty slow versus him. I think we're going to do something like this. Just bring in the Flame Tongue, cut the Teferi. Didn't even need our Rolling Earthquake, but looks like he might have had a pretty awkward draw without black. Okay, if we 2-1, that is fantastic. Let's go off to our second game here. Oh, man. I don't think I can mulligan this hand, because one red source and we really go off. We're going to want to hold on to the Mana Crypt for a little while, though, obviously. Oh, that is not bad. That's a turn 3 Fractured Identity if we want to off of the Crypt. No black, so no Bowmasters end of turn. Go Island, Island, Pass. This could just be like Cathar Commando. No, nothing. Kept a slower, maybe stronger hand then. The Ranger, Captain of Eos. Sure. Getting the FOD. There's the red. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And so I'm going to have to kill itself here if he sees the play. But I think it's right to do so just to get it off the battlefield. It's basically turning the Kavu into a removal spell. And now darn it, I was going to hope Hero of Bladehold came down and we could steal it. But that's a pretty good Fracture Identity target too. Makes Lifelinkers, which makes our Mana Crypt hurt a little bit less. Thalia's fine, Figure's fine. Oh, tap out for one more thing. I'll just pump. Okay. Is this good enough? I think so, right? Just go like this. Put 2 counters here. And then Earthquake for 2. Wipe those creatures, have a 3/3 lifelinker with flying left over. Snuff Out. And now we get to Daze the Snuff Out. That's freaking hilarious, because the Thalia tax is hosing himself. All right, every hit with this token is a win of the Crypt. That's kind of funny. We got him. All right. So we pulled off a 2-1. And in a team draft, if you go 2-1 or better, that is effectively trophying. That is the most you can ask. Well, not the most, but that is a fantastic record. So 2-1 here for me. I will come back and say what the final result is overall, but that was a good record for what I thought was a pretty mid-tier, if not lower deck. All right, better yet, we're even going to jump in mid-match between our teammate Iamatic here on top versus Tom Martell here on the bottom. I like Iamatic's position. He's got an Oath of Druids versus whatever Tom has going on here. Gaia's Cradle with Candelabra is quite the sauce. I like that. Both players have a ton of cards in their hands. As you're a spectator, you do not get to look at hands, which is why we don't see cards here. But Io has 6 cards in hand. Tom now has 3 after playing Crab. Wow! Crab nets mana with the Cradle and the Iconoclast. The Crab giving 1 mana, and then the Soldier off of the Iconoclast giving a mana. So 4, 5, untap 8 mana currently. That's pretty impressive. I'm not quite sure what kind of Oath of Druids hits that Iamatic has. I guess I can take a look at his deck list as he's on my team. Oh, he's got Emrakul. He's got Emrakul and a Coma. Okay. Well, hopefully one of those are going to show up. All right, there goes the Tap the Cradle, untap some mana. Has access to 8, like I said. Actually, potentially more, right? Cast something that triggers the Iconoclast, and then the Cradle will tap for an additional. In fact, he can filter into double red or double blue eventually with that type of Candelabra play. Oh, this is kind of X spell. 8 mana X spell. Oh, that could have been a lot worse, I think. Although it is still a very large creature. Grist does not die here, notably. And in fact, yeah, I mean, it's going to be really tempting to send both the Iconoclast and the... Okay, so he's just sending the Shield Breaker at the Grist, which means unknown 6 cards in Iamatic's hand, but they can just take the hit on the Grist, and it'll stay at 2, and then he can, like, -2 to finish the Krasis off. All right, he is going to trade. So preserves Grist's 4 loyalty. Mountain plus top. Ooh, top Iconoclast Cradle. Okay, for Tom. And now we will see what thing the Oath of Druids hits. Oh, guarantees a hit. Going for the Coma. All right, so that tells me that Emrakul might be in hand, or, because this is game 2, I believe, that the Emrakul might have been sideboarded out. Actually, wow, that was really lackluster. Because Tom has a ton of mana next turn and has access to top spinning plus clue. To say the least, I am very whelmed. There's no over there, just whelmed. Versus those colors, I'm expecting the Coma to probably tap down the Krasis and not hold up the token for indestructible purposes, right? But let's see, that's 5, 10, 9, 11 mana or something. 12 mana? I can't math. Minimum 12 mana. A lot of it green, though. I wonder if this is just in here for infinite colorless, right? We've seen, oh well, I guess the Krasis is a green, duh, but maybe beyond just like a splash, there isn't too much actual green stuff going on. All right, so goes to combat, tap down of the Krasis. You know what? I wonder, Io might have, I mean, it's not great with Candelabra active, but you could tap the Cradle on upkeep to deny quite a bit of mana. It wouldn't be all of it, but it'd be a decent amount. Oh my lordy. That is now a ton of mana with Candelabra and Cradle. Oh, popped into our other match, watching our other teammate, but go back to this one. All right, gonna pop the clue, draw a card. Now maybe spin the top and look for some more action. He could have also drawn with top first, then cracked the clue, drawn the top, and recast the top for a free trigger of the Iconoclast. And he'd still be able to look just as deep. The Iconoclast is really interesting with the P and Kieran Nalaar, notably, right? Because these make artifacts. 1/1 colorless soldier artifact. So with enough red sources and the plethora of mana here, you can start chucking things for 2 damage to any target. So I wonder if Iomatic played it safe with the Coma. I feel like he would have rather have gotten the Emrakul last turn if possible. All right, 9 green floating. I think the overall record right now in teams is 4-4, so come on, team. Metamorph Coma? Uh-oh. That's not good. What is this? Some kind of sacrifice effect? Sure. He's going to shoot a couple things at the Grist. Okay, that makes sense. So now Grist is just on 1. Coma also hoses Emrakul. And it's active player, non-active player here for the triggers, so what's going to happen is that Tom is going to get the Serpent first and can choose to do some kind of tappy down if he wanted to. Though there's no reason to do that on upkeep. Wow, didn't activate Oath. Brutal. So yeah, Emrakul either in hand or taken out of the deck. Gotta assume it was just in hand already. But yeah, with Coma on the battlefield, not looking good for Io. All right, upticks the Grist. Mills a channel. He has channel Emrakul. That's good. Inquisition on Tom's hand. Tom has Displacer Cat and an Island. Whoa. That's nice. Terra Sunder on the Coma is fantastic, certainly. Okay. I'm still not liking Io's spot. We thought it might have been good with the Oath of Druids, but clearly the Emrakul's in hand, and Tom has infinite mana, a bunch of value going on, so Tom probably should draw with top here end of turn to give a trigger of the cat and the Iconoclast. attacking with Coma? I mean, I guess, yeah, you kind of got to start doing something, but... There he goes. All right. Draw with top. He's going to Coma the Saga. Oh, wait. That's right. Coma turns off activated abilities as well, so actually turning off the Cradle would work, wouldn't it? Yeah, you could tap the Cradle and untapping it with Candelabra would still deny it the mana. That might have actually been correct on that other turn then. Oh god. Oh wait, this is just untapping of the Candelabra again, I guess. Or with the Candelabra. Okay. So cat, island, and top in hand. There's the cat. So flickering Pia and Kiran Nalara is pretty freaking good. That's an additional 2 mana and 3 dorks, rather. That's an additional 3 mana, 3 dorks. Ooh, lordy. Yeah, spin the top again. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, not even bothering tapping down the Krasis. All right. So the Thopters are going to Grist. The Hydroid Krasis is going to face. Tom very, very much is close to lethal here. Not this turn, but next turn. Oh, all of it went face, ignoring the Grist. I guess P and Kieran and Lara is just going to shoot off the Grist again, like last time. Playing Steam Vents untapped. Okay. So that was the draw for off of the top. So Island's still in hand. Let's see what Assault Monolith. All right. So more triggers, more value. Oh god, he can untap Candelabra, can't he? Or rather, flicker the Candelabra, as it looks like Xantos and Karate are going to game 3. Oh wait, he has lethal. He has lethal here. Yeah, there he goes. He's flickering the Candelabra. He's going to untap infinite mana and shoot 4 artifacts at Io. So they're going to go to game 3. Let's go pop over to that other game real quick, and then we'll come back and watch the game 3 between Tom and Io, since we're so invested in their match. So we played against Karate in round 1, I think it was. They were on that weird multicolored land strategy. Our teammate Xantos is on a, I believe, red-white beatdown with a turn 1 GG. Okay. Ooh, you don't love to see a Gargaroth. Jeez, and a carry added too. Already feeling kind of bad for our teammate here. Now, our teammate does have a bunch of good removal, though. I think he has both swords and path, in addition to, oh my lord, wow. In addition to, like, Winds of Abandon. I am not liking the position for Xantos Cell here, especially if this is the bet. Is it really? Brick on a land, too? And that's game over. Okay, so Xantos is definitely dying here. Yeah, not a good matchup for our teammate. I think that's going to put us to 4 and 5. So in a team 4v4, you still only play 3 matches instead of 4. So it's first team to 7. 6 and 6 would be a draw. We're going to consider that one locked up for our teammate. Oh, okay. Soul Ring is interesting, but that... Okay, let's just turn that off. Let's go back to game 3 versus Io and Tom. Tom on the red-blue splashing green cradle weird deck. Io on the Sultai Oath Channel Emrakul nonsense. Let's just hope for a turn 2 Channel Emrakul or something. Seems like a good place to be. I think our teammate might be taking a big mulligan here. Yeah, looks like my teammate's going to a mulligan to 5. Not looking good for us. Not looking good. Because we're going to need Io to win here to go back to 5 and 5. And then I guess there must be a couple matches still going. Yeah, Xantos confirmed lost. All right, I guess we will unpause when the mulligan decisions have been made. All right, our teammate mulligan down to 4. So clearly that's not a good thing. And Tom over there with a turn 1 Ketria Triome Mox. Nurturing Peatland. Okay, a little bit of recoup. I mean, it doesn't undo a mulligan to 4. uh, turn 2 Trinket Mage for Tom, who we know has a top to go grab. And a Foundry, apparently, sure. Foundry and Saga. Oh, Saga can go grab the top too in a couple turns. Io's gonna have to draw the perfects, basically. Turn 3 Oko is a thing. All right. All right. You know what? That's a start. Not really, because Tom is going to go Foundry, Land, Pass, activate Saga, presumably. All right, Oko takes 2. There's the Foundry, and there's the Pass. Can you do it? All right, looks like our other teammate won, so we're 5-5 now, which means if Io wins here, the very least or very worst we can do is draw. But, well, let's not get our hopes up with this game, huh? Ooh, tear asunder on the Saga. Okay. Hold up. This has been a really good mulligan to 4. Ah, Jace bounce token. Kill Oko is a thing. Ugh. And those 2 pain lands are not doing Io any favors. Okay, Minsk and Boo. Kill the Jace. I mean, the Minsk and Boo will die on the backswing, but... you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, Tom is just so far ahead just on raw cards. It's gonna, yeah. All right, pedal, increase the power of the construct. So if we lose here, which, I mean, it's gotta be like single digit percentages to win at this point, then our last teammate will need to win for a draw. It's nice to take a little break from the wilds of Eldraine, the streets of wilds of Eldraine, if you will. All right, Minsk down. Oh, going face! Oh, is he dead? He must be dead. Yep, Fiery Confluence for the win. Okay, and so that will be that. Io loses. We will go tune in to the final match where our teammate needs to win to secure a draw. Okay, we are on to the final match that matters. It is our teammate Solomon Grundy on top there versus Tom on the bottom. We know Tom is running the blue-red splashing green deck. He's got the wow, he's got Cradle with the Pyro and the Pia, but Duress from Solomon taking the Jace. And he drew a Talisman into top for the turn. Oh my lord. Okay. Well, another really good draw there for Tom, though he doesn't have the second red source yet. So what he can do is he can make a token with the Saga and then Cradle to filter into the top. That doesn't seem like a great play, but I guess maybe if he discards a fatty into the graveyard. We know he has like an Ashen Rider. Our teammate, that is, on top. But, yeah, Urza Saga, a hell of a land. See, it was one of our opponents that had Snuff Out, so our teammate cannot have Snuff Out for the token. Crab discarded. Narset. I guess you grab Candelabra here if you're Tom, right? Candelabra looks really good on this board with the hand texture. Oh no, he grabbed the Retrofitter. Okay. All right, Liliana goes down. Cradle currently adds 2. We know 2 of the 3 cards in Tom's hand. Our teammate does have Toxic Deluge in their deck. That could be a way out of this. Oh boy, that is... You hate to see it. Ugh. Okay. Well, I'm guessing this is going to be over rather quickly without some god draws from our teammate over there. Yeah, there's the Pia and Kiran Nalar mana, which makes the constructs 8/8 tokens. No, this is a Channeler bounce, perhaps. I like it. Bounce the Jace, deny cards. Maybe make a token here instead of spinning top. Then attack for 15. Yeah. Some kind of disgusting going on. All right, a Toxic Deluge here for 5 would do wonders. Because both of the servos dying would shrink the constructs. It's like Toxic or bust at this point. But then even if you do Toxic, you still have to fight through Pyro, Pia, and the Retrofitter, so... I'm guessing this is GG's. Man. Is he just dead on board? Not quite dead on board, but pretty dead in hand, I think. Yeah, that'll do her. Displacer, Flicker the Channeler, and then bounce Jace, attack for lethal. Well, you could Fatal Push one of the tokens there and not technically die, but... Wait, what? What just happened? Fatal Push a token, take 5, 6, 7, 8... maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Wait, what just happened here? Did they mess up? We will find out what happened in a moment. All right, I guess it was some weird arena bug, but anyways, they're on to game 2. Not quite sure what happened. So Tom is up a game. Turn 1 Foundry. Our teammate will be on the play here, though. Hopefully they can get a good draw this time. Turn to Bitter Reunion. All right, let's go. Discarding the Ashen Rider. Can he do it? Can our teammate reanimate Ashen Rider on turn 3 or so and get the value we crave? Okay, there's Candelabra again, but one of our teammates has the Tolarian Academy, so it's really just the Cradle that works with the Candelabra in Tom's deck. I mean, the Candelabra is still an artifact to get a ton of value, but, you know. All right, Exhume! He did it! It looks like our teammate might pull off a win. Yeah, killing the Steam Vents makes a lot of sense. The question is, do you pop the Bitter Reunion and get in for 5 damage? And they opted for a no, which I don't know if that was correct. Oh, and he's missing lands! Okay. We have a chance. Narset, yes! Turn off any card draw potentials. Brick land here, and that's probably game. Ooh. The Pearl has arrived. No, don't draw, there's a Narset! Oh, you fool! Whoopsies. Yeah, Narset claims another victim. You don't want to know how many times. Oh, and the Time Twister. All right, that'll lock it up. Okay, they're going to go to a game 3. This is for all the marbles. And by that I mean it's either for a draw or we lose. So we really need to win here. All right, here they are for their third and final game. Tom on the play here with turn 1 Candelabra. Swamp from our teammate. Tap Steam Vents. I like seeing that. Nothing from Tom on turn 2. Turn 2 Jace is great. Okay, I'm liking our chances here. Candelabra, oh, for Season Pyro, filtering a blue into a red is kind of cute. 3 cards in Tom's hand, though, so this isn't just like infinite value. It's going to be discard Island and Image, draw 2 fresh ones, and get 1 blocker here. But hey, I like our position. I mean, teammate has 7 cards in hand. Tom versus 3. Dax very good. looting here. Puts a couple of cards in the graveyard as well towards a Jace potential flip. Looks like a lot of the people started another draft concurrently. That's funny. Oh, it's come down to the wire. I wish it was our game that had come down to the wire. It's all right. Spectate our teammates. So Jace can block the token. Pyro can attack the DAC for 2. Yep, both are attacking DAC. Hopefully our teammate gets to reanimate something juicy again next turn. Okay, second red source acquired. Metamorph, making a second Pyro perhaps? Ooh. So this is one of the scenarios where if our teammate draws Toxic, we're probably crushing. Let's see. So copy Metamorph discarded both Trinket and Talisman. It is a bunch of tokens. What will our opponent discard? A land. That is not an Ashen Rider into the graveyard. Tough deck decision, maybe. Oh, the suspense is killing us. So Dak is probably dying this turn, would be the guess, right? Lily Time Twister discarded. Gonna activate the Jace immediately instead of blocking. Ashen Rider found and put in the graveyard. Do you have the reanimate effect? Hey, Persist has hit the battlefield. Very nice. So it is only a 4/4, but this exiles. And it looks like he's going to go for the Steam Vents. Okay. Yeah, I guess Steam Vents makes sense instead of taking the Pyro. The Pyro was a pretty good hit, though, but I mean, presumably the Ashen Rider stops at least a little bit of the nonsense. Oh, that's right. Jace hasn't even activated yet, has it? So Jace can uptick on the regular Pyromancer still. Although this will still kill the Dak if all of the other creatures get sent to it. Makes it so much more interesting when you don't know what the opponent or your teammates have in their hands, right? You can only guess what they can do. Like if Tom just rips Cradle off the top or something, immediately gets access to infinite mana. Whereas if our teammate draws Toxic, immediately kind of just wins the game. Pretty funny all around. Okay, now Tom in the tank, and by that I mean he's probably playing in the other draft. Talisman of Hierarchy, sure. Into Reanimate on Phantasmal Image, huh? That's pretty bad, because Image copies Ashen Rider. Hey, Mana Leak saved! Whoa! Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Now remember, Dak could fall here. Yep, all of them being sent at Dak. Go ahead and eat the Pyro, because that's the Metamorph. Is Persist your graveyard? Yeah, and same thing with Death from your graveyard. Okay. Because there could have been a cool line where if either of those could reanimate from the opponent's graveyard, he could reanimate the Metamorph and then copy Ashen Rider once more for value. But he still has Jace here. Jace can flash back any of these things, though that's not particularly exciting. Okay, Abrade the Talisman. That's not bad. Doesn't have double red to flash back the Abrade this turn, though I guess flashing it back on Candelabra is not extremely exciting at the moment. Yeah, you uptick here and you probably attack. Crab the draw. Okay. Clue sacrificed. Elementals shipping in. Jace takes 3. Well, is it going to be a 4/4 flyer versus the world? Oh, that's too bad. One more life. And the flyer would be a 3/3 clock. Okay, bloodthirsty adversary, but no red to kick. So maybe just a 2/2 blocker while you shrink the pyro attack for 4. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Woohoo! Urza Saga Pearl. Uh-oh. And a Golos. Wow. So can go and grab Cradle with that. So, but he is Hellbent. He has no cards in hand. Right? He just has infinite mana. That's nice. That puts a 2-turn clock on. Beautiful. I wonder if he should flash back the Abrade here and kill the Candelabra now. Nice. Looks like that's exactly what he's going to be going for. I think he targeted the Abrade. Oh, he's killing the Golos? Ooh, I think I might have killed the Candelabra there. All right, let's see. One draw from Tom. It needs to be good. But Tom is currently Dob. What you got, Tom? One draw step. Yeah, we drew. All right, and with that, it's 6 and 6. Anticlimactic maybe, as there's no true winner, but we'll take a draw. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.